How's it going, everyone? It is Drago. We got another 100-year quest chapter, chapter 68, the moon dragon god Selene. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but whatever. So, yeah, I didn't cover the last chapter, which I didn't see as really important at the time. It was just a bunch of what we are already having in the sense of, oh, we can't use magic, blah, blah, blah. But, oh, yeah, by the way, spoilers for 100-year quest. So, yeah, it was a bunch of, oh, we can't use magic. Here's trying to set up what's going to be happening here. So, yeah, I didn't cover that last chapter. So sorry about that. So the cover page of this chapter is a Chun-Li looking Urza, aka Urza in like a Chinese style dress, laying pretty darn sexy on that bed or pillow or whatever the flip it is. She also has like a giant sword. I don't know if this could be hinting at a future armor of hers with that giant dragon sword behind her. But yeah, pretty cool Urza cover right here. I'm a fan of it. Yeah, I'm in. So we start off here with the newly revealed named Ferris, who was the White Mage throughout 100-year quest now. The last chapter, she was talking about why she took the name White Mage and what she was planning on kind of doing in Earthland. So basically everything she's been doing has been trying to save this Enter. I'm sorry if I pronounced that, whatever the third planet is, because we got Earthland, we got edolas, and then we got this Enter, whatever. I have no idea how to pronounce this name. I need someone to say it. Earthland being in the middle, edolas being no magic power, and Enter or whatever, Entier, being overflowing with magic to where it could almost like explode. So basically, Ferris explains her brand of magic and what her family did. So the magic in her world is so overflowing that if you don't have people actually erase the magic, it is going to explode the world. So her family's whole job was to erase magic to keep the world at a balance so it wouldn't blow up. So basically, she's a priestess in her world that erases magic. That's what the whiteout magic is. That's why she adopted the name the White Mage in Earthland, which was also another person, but she just stole the name. So then she gets to how she worked with Selene. So she gets to saying like one day Selene just showed up to her, which by the way, Selene, like she hardcore looks like a evil version of Lucy. She 100% looks like that. I saw it on a few dashboards and stuff that people thought she looks like a evil version of Lucy, and I could totally see it, and it's like, no, once you see it, you can't unsee it. So basically, Selene goes to Ferris because she wants her power in the sense of she can erase people's magic, and she's one of the 5 dragon gods. Selene is the moon dragon god, and she wants to, quote-unquote, eliminate the other 4 dragon gods. So yeah, she wants to eliminate all the other dragon gods, and she says she's been flipping through like dimensions or worlds or whatever, and she finally found someone that can erase magic, which is kind of funny because we had Faith, which could have erased everyone's magic back in Tartaros, so why would she need Toki when we had that, but whatever. She doesn't even try and reason with her either. Like, she hardcore was like, if you don't do this, then I'm going to destroy your whole world, and you better erase these dragons or your whole world's dead. So yeah, no negotiation, just do it, otherwise you're all dead. And she like immediately was like, oh yeah, if you try and fight me, I don't know if you can like see my magic power, but like, I would mess you up, So basically, she hardcore threatens her into doing her bidding. Now you kind of, I guess, get a power scaling a little bit. She's like, well, your magic is insane. Your like magic power is insane. Why don't you just go kill him? She's like, yeah, I might kill like one, but I might die as well. So I'll just have you do it instead. Erase their magic and, like, kill them. She basically saying the other magic dragon, or the other dragon gods, they all rival each other in power, and her power is necessary to get an advantage over them, which is why she came to Ferris to blackmail her into eliminating everyone's magic. Which again, why did we not use face? Why did she not use face during, because they had that built during Tartaros, and you could have did it then, Selene. Like, come on. So then she basically said after that she stole Tuka's body, the white cat or whatever that she took the form of at the beginning here, and started the white mage cult. And then the events of 100-Year Quest happened, and now we're to this point. So the previous dragon that they fought, she was basically told that awakening him, they could manipulate it into fighting the other dragons for them, which was a lie. Which was a lie instead of breaking the 4 orbs, and it would lose its power. Breaking the orbs would revive the dragon. So she's basically completely upset that she got manipulated, and she got fooled thinking that they were going to manipulate the dragon, but they killed it, or they revived it instead. But it all worked out, I guess, in the end, because Team Natsu killed the crap out of that dragon. So, yeah, then we get a face reveal, and Selene shows up, and she basically says, from the beginning, I didn't care about Earthland, and I didn't care about you. She's got a pretty cool looking portal here. I like her design, and I still can't unsee Evil Lucy. Of course, this is in black and white. They say it's Aqua Era, so does she use like water magic? Is she like a water dragon? This is the first time I think we might have actually gotten a water dragon, but she is called the Moon Dragon God. So later on, she does use kind of moon powers here. That could be a cool contrast if she actually does use water, because Natsu uses fire, so they kind of cancel each other out. So it could be a very interesting fight, and Natsu could hardcore get clapped, which you could have Wendy help because she's Sky Dragon. So basically she says, Selene, that she's taking quite a liking to Entar, Ferris's home, and yeah, she wants to live there now, and she's just gonna kill off the citizens there one by one. And she says that's going to solve the magic power problem. By just killing off everyone, she became Hitler. So she basically already says it's destroyed. I've killed off pretty much everyone. You can't go back there. It's my world now. Suck it. So she basically started this whole thing because she's just like, I thought reviving that dragon would be fun. Telling Ferris to do that job. And she's like, it'd be fun. Why not? It's boring. Let's do it. But she's like, I never imagined him actually being defeated. He must be weak and whatever. Which, he was pretty powerful, but Team Natsu, they got the power of friendship and a bunch of flames and death. So Selene must be like really obsessed with beauty, because she's like, it's no good for me unless the world is ugly and distorted, and Tyr is fine, it's full of destruction. So it's like basically she's trying to be the most beautiful being or whatever she is. That's why she wants that. Which I guess, yeah, if you're surrounded by ugliness and you're like the only pretty thing, yeah. So Ferris is basically begging, don't destroy my world, don't destroy my world. And then Selene already's like, yep, I already destroyed it, Just casual villain Tuesday, So this, at first, because I'm like, they're still in edolas right now. Natsu immediately jumps up, and he's using fire, okay? And I was like, what the flip? How do you use a magic all of a sudden? But then I remembered, I did, but then I did look back and missed again last chapter. Someone said a line about the X ball, or the little balls they ate during edolas to let them use the magic. I think they had one left, so I think it was an offhand remark, and he actually got one, which is why Natsu can use magic again. But I wish they would have shown him actually eating it to prove that, oh, this is why he can use magic. It's something you really had to pay attention for from the previous chapter, but that's why he can use magic. It's a really offhand remark from the previous chapter, but he's using magic. She basically, Silene's remarking at Natsu, like, oh yeah, you beat that last dragon. Yeah, you're pretty good. You're son of Ignial. She's saying that he's the son of Ignial, blah, blah, blah. And by the way, she does a really kind of cute wink at him when she does this, so, evil Lucy. And then she's just this once I'll play with you, and, they're clashing. And, Natsu's putting a pretty hardcore flame behind him, but she really doesn't have much behind her, I will say that. And then it immediately kind of like shatters the sky and makes it from day immediately to night with a full-blown moon. And like cherry blossoms falling down and stuff. Pretty cool looking scene. And then you get it saying, oh, it's nighttime, and you get a full-blown dragon shot of Silene, her dragon form, and a pretty epic stance of like Natsu going against her. A very cool shot that they did, a very cool panel indeed. So she basically makes this giant portal, let us go to Entier, and then everyone's like, what? The moon? It's growing bigger and bigger. Makes all this like big light portal that wraps everyone up around it. The only edolas person there is edolas Wendy, and you see the big like orb, and she's like, oh, you guys okay? And then they're gone, and they're like, oh, well, hope they're okay. Which is kind of sad, because we didn't even get a goodbye for anyone in edolas. We didn't even get to say goodbye to anyone. I mean, hopefully we go back to say goodbye again, so you can say goodbye to like Nashi and all them, and edolas, Lucy, Natsu, and the whole group. Like, we didn't even get a goodbye. Come on, man, come on. So we basically end up in Entier. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce this. Which is like a bunch of floaty clouds, and it kind of reminds me of like the Sun Village, how we had that cloud rotting sequence in that. So yeah, it's just a bunch of floaty clouds, and then you get a moon shot, and then Silene, and then which she's basically challenging Natsu, and she's like, oh, now then, time to play Dragon Child, let's go. And yeah, that's the end of the chapter. So we're in a whole new world now, and we are challenging Silene. So we're actually getting into battles now. We're actually doing stuff. We're not just sitting around like, how do we do magic? How do we do this? So we're actually into plot now. We're actually fighting a dragon now. Let's go. So I guess finding out about the backstory of Ferris was fine. I don't particularly care, but, seeing her kind of being manipulated just for funsies by Silene, okay. It's setting her up more as a villain, and hopefully she doesn't get just wasted like Acnologia or something. So yeah, hopefully she's a lot bigger. Hopefully we get to see maybe Ferris's family in this new world. I'm very interested to see what we're going to do here. It's not just Natsu that's going to be probably fighting. Since they're in this new world and it's overflowing with magic, I imagine everyone should be able to use their magic, so it should be Team Fairy Tail versus Silene, which it could be very cool, which hopefully we see that. But yeah, this is chapter 68. I guess leave your comments. Very excited to see where this fight goes. Right now, I like where we're going. I think it's been fun with the edolas stuff and whatnot. Last chapter was a little bit of a slog for me, at least, but it's nice that we saw edolas and everything. And yeah, I'm excited to see where we're going. Leave what you guys think below. This has been Drago, signing